All right, everybody, we're back. Welcome to the Ask a Mel Fit Show. Hey, I'm Matt from Matt Lane Fitness. If you're new here, it means so much that you would give me just a little bit of that ticking clock that you've worked for all day. I appreciate your time, seriously. I'm a personal trainer, registered nurse, and a behavioral change specialist. I love this stuff. Been doing it 13, 14 years. I can never keep the date straight. I want to dive into today's questions. I hope that you'll drop your questions down below because I'd love to answer them. You ask them, I'll answer them. How do you do keto alone? Well, let's talk about it. How do you do any diet alone? How do you stick to it, you know? Dad, family of 4. I'm the only one interested in trying keto. How do you do it when no one else is eating this way? I can admit that it is tougher when the people around you that are closest to you, that you have to share a table with, it can be more difficult, without a doubt. But it's not impossible. It just seems like an endless cycle of constantly making 2 sets of meals. Pretty much. One for me and one for everyone else. Yes, that's correct. I'm pretty comfortable with eating the same things over and over, and if I enjoy them. But most of the meals I see posted are full-on recipes. I'm not about those recipes either. What are things I can prep in advance that are easy and keep well for a week at a time? And thanks to everyone who posts their successes. So, again, I'll say this. Any sort of diet that you're going to stick to, any sort of nutrition plan you're sticking to, it takes work. It takes discipline and that consistency. So it doesn't matter if it's keto, doesn't matter if it's paleo, the traditional SAD diet, it doesn't matter. Sticking to it is for you and what you want. So there's going to have to be an effort, to make 2 separate types of meals unless your loved ones or friends want to eat the way you're eating. And sounds like they're not going to want to. So I get that. I cannot express to you enough what you're asking. The fix truly is meal prepping. I'm telling you, I'm going to link the playlist up here. You got to check it out. I have done numerous meal preps where I just walk you through how to meal prep. But you can do this. You can take one Saturday, Dad, and you can cook the proteins, and you can basically cook the meals that you want and put them in Tupperware. And if you don't want to do it the way I do it, that's fine. You can just cook the actual protein source, put it in a big old thing of Tupperware, put it in the fridge or freezer, and pull from it as the weeks go, or as the week or 2 goes. And then you can put it in the freezer if you need to store it longer. I'm telling you, that was the biggest unlock for me when it came to nutrition. So preparing ahead of time is what matters the most. Rather than me telling you what are the best meals and this is and that's, you know what to eat. If you fail to prepare, prepare to fail. I forget who it was that said it, but it's such a great quote. Moving on to the next question. I'm about to start my first ever bulk, and I am not really sure where to begin. Well, good thing, it's a pretty simple process. I'm 6'1", 28 years old. I'm a guy, used to be overweight, 265 pounds at my heaviest. I lost over 115 pounds, and I had a tummy tuck in March to remove the loose skin I had. Good for you on all the progress, that's awesome. I'm having knee surgery on Wednesday, but after the new year, I will be completely cleared to start lifting heavy. I have never built muscle before, and I'm very skinny now. 6'1", 150 pounds, 28-inch waist. I don't really recognize myself anymore. Problem I have is almost no muscle definition. My stomach is completely flat, and I have a solid 4-pack, but lack of muscle nearly everywhere in my body, especially my legs. How many calories am I going to need to be eating, and how heavy should I be lifting? Would it be a bad idea to go into a pretty significant calorie surplus at this point? I feel like I can endlessly eat and not put on weight, and that's very new to me considering I was on the opposite extreme when I was younger. Any advice or suggestions would be appreciated. For the first time in my life, I'm excited to start gaining weight. Good for you. That's awesome. Bulking and cutting. Cutting just means put yourself in a calorie deficit. Bulking means put yourself in a calorie surplus. I would highly, highly, highly suggest that you use the app Lose It or MyFitnessPal to track this. If you're not crazy about it, I understand. You at least need to start shooting for portion controls. You can look up, you can Google portion control hand guide method, and that is a good way to at least know a roundabout. And Lose It and MyFitnessPal, they're fantastic. 1.6 to 2.2 grams for every kilogram of body weight you have. So I'm 165 pounds. If I eat 1.6 for every kilogram, which is 75 kilograms, I'd eat 120 grams of protein in a day. for 2.2 grams for every kilogram of body weight, I'd be eating 165 grams of protein. I'm fairly lean, and that makes sense to do. Sounds like you're fairly lean, and you could shoot for that. That's a good range. If you are bulking, you can be on the lower end of that range. And then honestly, I would make up the rest of those calories in mainly carbs, because if you're going to be lifting, you need that energy surplus. You need to be able to use those quicker energy sources such as carbohydrates to be able to have the energy to lift. I would focus on the nutrition, yes, and I would prepare ahead of time. I said it already in this video. If you fail to prepare, prepare to fail. As far as lifting goes, if you want to build muscle, you have to create progressive overload, and that simply means raising the amount of volume that you're doing with the lifting. If you do 5 bench press reps at 100 pounds on the bar, that means you've just lifted 500 pounds in total volume. If you do 3 sets, that means you do 500, 1,000, 1,500. You've done 1,500 pounds of total volume in 3 sets of 5 reps with 100 pounds on the bar. If you continuously raise that total volume, the 1,500, you're gonna build muscle. It's as simple as that. Next question, motivation buddy. Hi, I'm a 16-year-old female. I'm looking for someone to help me stay on top of working out. I've been working out a bit recently, but lately I've felt rather down and unmotivated. If you're in the same place as me, hit me up. Or if you want to help me, you can do that too. We can keep each other accountable and help with foods we consume and workouts that we're doing. You can be any age as long as you aren't a creep or going to sexualize me. Have a great day. So I'm glad you pointed that out. But the reason I'm pointing this out is because I often hear a lot of people saying, I don't have a gym buddy. I don't have an accountability buddy. How can I get to know people at the gym? How can I stick with it? This is exactly what I'm talking about. There are people on the internet in places that you don't even realize that are looking for a workout buddy. This is on r/workout. It's a subreddit. There are people everywhere, and if you're looking for an accountability buddy, virtually, you can hang on to one another. Message each other each day. You can shoot each other videos or photos, sweaty photos at the gym, or the photos of the meals that you're eating. It can be done. That's why I'm pointing this out. If you can find the accountability buddy, I can give you the actual fitness plan that's based in science and behavior change. It's down below if you're looking for it, and if not, it's all good. I appreciate you being here. Leave your comment because I'd love to answer it. To the Mental Fit Mafia, to the patrons, thank you. I appreciate you. I give you a flex, and I love you so much. I appreciate you supporting me for so long now, since the inception of this channel, and I've been talking to some of you over on Patreon. It means so much. You don't have to be perfect at this fitness thing, this accountability partner thing. Just be better than yesterday. Every day, baby.